Thank you. We now have TYFM.
Thank you, Chair. Distinguished delegates, my name is Magdalena Gisse. I represent the Tanzania Young Feminist Movement, and I speak on behalf of African Civil Society Working Group on UN Tax Convention. I thank you for allowing us to bring Global South voices in these historical negotiations. As we discussed Article 4 on the fair allocation of taxing right, our position as CSO is clear and unified. Taxing right must be allocated fairly and equitably based on significant economy presence. This means prioritizing source-based taxation. We are concerned that the current factor allocation of taxing right, particularly value creation, do not prioritize the source-based taxation. The manner in which concept of value creation has been utilized in the past under OECD and G20 has not favored the value that is created by source country through the exploitation of our cheap labor, national resources extraction, and the unpaid and underpaid contribution of communities, especially women. For far too long, global tax rules have favored resident-based taxation, a system that is rooted in colonial legacy. This has shaped an unfair reality as developed economies, where most multinational corporations are headquartered and continue to grow at the expense of the source countries, many of which are in the global south. This severely undermines the ability of source states to uphold their human rights obligation to invest in gender-responsive public services such as equality and equitable health care, education, care infrastructure, and climate resilience. From a feminist perspective, this is not simply an economic issue. It's a question of justice and power. When countries lose revenue, it is women and girls who pay the price. They end up subsidizing the state through unpaid care work, through sacrificing their education and opportunities, and through absorbing the hidden cost of austerity and underfunded public services. Reclaiming tax rights for the source country is therefore an act of both economic and gender justice. We therefore call for deletion of value creation from Article 4. The mechanism for the fair allocation of taxing right must not only acknowledge the contribution of the Global South, including the extraction of natural resources and exploitation of our labor, including unpaid and underpaid care work, but it must also expand the physical space for governments to build a strong public system, recognize and support care work, provide social protection, and create equal opportunities. We call member states today to embed feminist value and the principle of justice, equity, and inclusivity at the heart of this convention, because fair taxation is a feminist taxation. It is a redistributive tool that shifts power and ensures dignity and justice. We argue member states to be bold. Let this UN tax convention be the turning point where African and all source countries finally return the wealth created within their borders. And once again, I want to thank our neighbors, Kenya, for hosting us. Thank you.
Thank you. And